Well, welcome back everyone to Model Car Mondays. It's been a moment. Hope you guys enjoyed the last video of the coverage of the World of Wheels. We had a good time there. There was so much to see. By the end of that video, we were like burnt out. I kind of wish I would have got more of the show cars and stuff, like the heavy hitter stuff. But yeah, there was just so many people at that show, so I did the best I could with the footage I took. But yeah, figured I'd give an update. I really haven't got a lot done on the model cars. It's been getting warm out in the Chicagoland area, so I've just been doing yard work and taking the vehicles out, driving them around and stuff like that. Because I've been fiending. I've been fiending to take them out. So I got the Roadmaster. I took it out of storage. I cleaned it up, and kind of assessing what I want to do to that this summer. I mentioned I want to lower it, put those wheels on, those billet wheels I have, and then tint out the windows. So hopefully, I want to make a video coming up when I get all the parts in for the suspension and stuff. I kind of want to do like a Roadmaster wagon makeover video, all in one, lowering it and getting it tinted and stuff like that. So look for that in the future. But yeah, just quick update. I showed you in the last one. I've been working on this one. I finished up some of the pieces. I think I was gluing the headers on, so I did that, and then I kind of went around the whole model. Not so much the paint, but like all the white tubing and stuff like that with some of this stuff. I'm not big into like weathering any of the models. Sometimes I do the chassis, and I definitely do the wheels. But yeah, this is what I use to weather stuff. This Weathermaster Tamiya stuff, sand and mud. This is another one. I think they make like 2 or 3 other ones, but this stuff's pretty good. I installed this piece. I don't know if you can make it out, but this front push bar, and I also did like some forgot what it's called. It's like just a mesh. It's a photo etch mesh. I don't even know where I got it from, but it was in my parts box, so I put that in the front, and then that's about it. It's been like 3 or 4 weeks, so finally I can wet sand the enamel paint. It takes forever for it to gas out before you could wet sand it. I know a lot of guys, they use like food dehydrators. They put their model in there for like, I don't know, a couple hours, maybe. I think that's all it takes, but I just haven't bought one. I'm in no rush to get these things done, so I just let it sit down here. It's dry down here, so but I'm going to be wet sanding that out soon, and then put the decals on it, and then I'm going to call that one done. So I'm still waiting on the decals for this truck. That was going to be the tow vehicle for the trailer. And but yeah, I'm working on the Brett too. I actually just finished unmasking all the tape. I shot the black, this Tamiya satin black, for these side sail panels, I guess they would be. I still have to touch up some of it. I tried this for the first time. I'm not really one for darkening panel lines, but I use some of this panel line accent color, so I'll use that to run down the sail panel, just to kind of tighten it up a little bit. I did pretty good masking it off, but yeah, I did the first round of compound for the paint. You can see it's still kind of hazy. I still have to do the wax, but I mean, this is what it used to look like. I haven't used the compound on this yet, but this is for people wondering. JT, I know you were asking, one of my buddies, but I use this micro mesh wet sanding paper. I think it starts off at like 1800 grit. I don't start that low. I normally start, if I can, at like 34 or 3600, and then I'll end with this. And then anything left over I can normally get out with this. People use different compounds. I know there's this one I use. I'm trying to look for it right now. I can't find it, but yeah, I use this. This is like a medium. I mean, it says fine cut, but in the scale of 0 to 10, it's kind of in the middle. But I use that just with a cotton t-shirt cut up. I wet the cotton t-shirt and use that, and then just buff it out with a dry piece. And that gets out most of the sanding scratches from wet sanding. And then I go over it with a cotton t-shirt again. With this stuff, this is just a regular wax. Really, I think any wax would work. I use this cleaner wax on my cars. So I just have a ton of it sitting around the house. But I use this. And then I use the cotton, the t-shirt for that to finish it off. And then the last step, I use the wax. But then I use this chamois. This is an actual chamois from parts store. But I cut this up and I use this because it's really soft. So that gets the final shine for the paint. And I've had good luck with that. A lot of people use that 2K Clear. I'm going to eventually end up using it. I think I showed... I got the 2K Clear in the can. I just haven't used it yet. I'm waiting to get like 2 or 3 bodies done and ready for paint, or maybe like a semi-truck or a monster truck, because that stuff's got that hardener in it, and I think it's only got like a 24-hour shelf life once you activate the bottom of the can. But I've just had good luck with the Tamiya Clear. I can polish it out pretty good. I did use the enamel clear on this car, so, but that stuff comes out good. Same process, whether it's enamel or the Tamiya Clear, it's the same process. I use this micro mesh stuff, compound on the wax, and it comes out pretty good. One tip with this stuff is I alternate patterns, I guess you would say. I don't know if there's a better way to put that, but you know, say if I started out with 3,600, I would go left to right, and then 4,000 I would go back and forth, and then if I would get even high, like 6,000, I would alternate back and forth. So that's like one tip for that. I normally don't start off, or I don't go higher than 4,000, like I said, but I know if I have to get scratches out of like windshields and stuff like that on these models, sometimes I'll go higher, 6,000, 8,000, and then I'll use the compound. This is the stuff I was talking about. Another compound. I'm sure everyone that builds models knows this. This Novus Fine 2. This works on paint, but I always use that on glass. That seems to get the scratches out pretty good from wet sanding. And I end with that. I don't have to use like wax or anything like that. So that's just some tips of the trade for getting these paint jobs looking halfway decent. And yeah, that's about it. I did pick up some more models at the local hobby shop. These are a couple oddball ones. It's, you know, I build mostly hot rods and muscle cars and stuff, but I do like the exotics. This one's pretty rare. You don't get these in the States very often, but the Liberty Walk Lamborghini. I had to get this. This is kind of, I think it was like $65, but it looks so good on the box built up. So I don't know when I'll get to this, but I always love the exotic cars and like the wide body and the Liberty Walk. All that Egyptian writing on there, but yeah, I always love the Liberty Walk. Lamborghinis and like Ferraris and maybe Porsches too, but I saw that the last time I was there and I was like, I gotta get that. There's like 4 or 5 other versions of that, but I thought that was the coolest. And then this one, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into with this one as far as price wise goes. It's a pretty rare kit. If you look it up on eBay, I got it a lot cheaper than what they're going for, but it was still kind of pricey. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm happy I got it. I love the old Indy cars and the old F1 cars. I don't know what time period this would be from, the 70s, 80s, but this kit, I'll open it up and show you guys why it costs so much. It's really cool. It's got the, I'm not going to open all this up, but as you can see, it's got the photo etched decal detail upset on it. And then I'm not going to open the decals, but I assume they're pretty cool. And then this too, this was, I thought this was just like kind of to keep things packed together tightly, but there's all sorts of parts that come in this thing. They're like aluminum. There's like the exhaust, the headers. I don't know if this is... So yeah, the headers, there's like... These are like aluminum cast. I think they're aluminum, but I think that's like a oil cooler, a radiator, but all these little individual parts. Here's like the ITB intake runners. Comes with wire and stuff. So this is a really advanced kit. When I took these up to the cashier, the guy, the checkout at the store, he was like, "Man, I hope you know what you're getting yourself into here." And I'm like, "No, I know. I didn't know, but I was like, no, I've built, I've wired plenty of things on models and stuff like that before, and yeah, I know it's not like a level 2 model kit, so, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to build this right away. It's definitely a collector's piece. I don't know how many they made, but it's really cool. I've got, like I said, I've got a couple other older Indy cars I haven't built yet. Not even really Indy cars, but like I've got this one over here. This has been around for a while. I don't even know how this builds up, but I always thought that was really cool. Accurate Miniatures. I don't even know. I've seen this model forever. And I don't know off the top of my head if they have other, like what else they make, but that's a really cool kit too. I want to say that's got like wiring in it and photo etch parts, but eventually I'll get to that. Like every other one I have down here, as I've showed off before. But yeah, that's about it. It's getting warmer out, like I said, so definitely going to lead to more outdoor garage content, car shows, cars and coffee, local cruise nights, and stuff like that. So I appreciate you guys tuning in and sticking in with me during the winter months. Just kind of hanging out down here, showing off nonsense I buy and models I've completed. But yeah, we're definitely going to get back into the cruises and the car stuff. So if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and stick around. A lot of content to me just turning wrenches in the garage and stuff like that. But until then, I'll see you later and check you later.